Okay, this is the tutorial for review sheet number 1. Which statement is always true? So you read each one of those. You see the sheet of paper in front of you. So the correct answer for that one is D. Okay, the correct answer for number 1 is D. D. Okay, so let's look at number 2, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to do a different page. It says a cookie recipe uses 1 2/3 cup of flour. Sam wants to double the recipe. If he has 4 cups of flour, how much flour will he have left after making his cookie recipe? So if we want to double it, that means we're going to add it twice, right? Or multiply by 2, either one. So if we double it, that's 4/3. That means he would need 2. Change the 4/3 to 1 1/3. So add the whole number. So that meant that he would need 3 1/3 cups to double it. Okay? So the rest of the question is, how much does he have? He only has 4. He has 4 cups. So how much flour will he have left after making the cookies? So he's got 3 1/3, okay? That's what he has to use to make the cookies, 3 1/3. But he has 4 cups. So we're going to subtract 4 minus 3 1/3. And that's going to give me what's left over. So a whole thing, you know, is 3/3, right? So we borrowed from the 4. So now 1 minus 3 will give you 2/3. So that's what's left over for that question. What will be left over would be 2/3. Okay. So let's look at number 3. The table below shows the amount of rainfall in Maryville during each week in April. What is the total amount of rainfall? So what you do here is you simply add them all up, 2 2/3 plus your 1/8 plus your 1 3/4 plus 1/2. So in adding fractions, we know we have to find the what? Common denominator. So I chose 24 as the common denominator here. So I'm going to say it's 24. So I hope the lines aren't confusing you. I'm just putting it in the denominator. So I'm going to divide and multiply. 2 will divide into 24 here 12 times. Okay, so 2 will go into 24 12 times. 12 times 1 is 12. That goes here. 4 will go into 24 6 times. 3 times 6 is 18. That goes here. 8 will go into 24 3 times. 3 times 1, and multiply times the top number is 3. And 3 will go into 24 8 times. 2 times 8 is 16. Oops, 16. So what you do now, you add all your numerators. So I'm going to add 16, 3, 18, and 12. And that's going to give me 49 over 24. We know that's the improper fraction. Don't forget about our whole numbers here. So it's 3 and 49 over 24. Changing 49 over 24 to a mixed number gives us 2 and 1 over 24. So the final answer, you're going to add the whole numbers, will give us 5 and 1 over 24. That's how you did number 3. Okay, so let's look at number 4. Tamara bought a sweater for $22 before tax. And it says she has a coupon for 1/4 off. The sales tax rate was 0.06. How much did she pay for the sweater? First of all, she has a 1/4 off. So 22 times 1/4, you can say 0.25 if you don't want to use a fraction, or you can just multiply by 1/4. So then you'd have 22 over 4, and you divide 4 into 22, and you get 4 times 5 is 20, and 0.4. That's $5.40. You get the same thing if you multiply 22 times 0.25. So that means this is the coupon. That means you subtract this, okay? So you have the $22 minus the $5.40. So when we subtract the $22 and the $5.50, I'm sorry, it's, no, $5.40, because 4 will go into 20. Nope, you're right, $5.50. That was my mistake. I'm so sorry. So I'm sure y'all saw that. So $5.50. $5.50. So now we're going to subtract the $5.50 from $22, and we get $16.50. Now we still need to put the tax onto it. So you know tax is added to it. So what is the tax? We said it was 0.06. So we got to multiply that to see how much the tax is. So if we multiply all of that going across, we're going to get 9900. So how many numbers are behind the decimal? You know it's 4. So the decimal comes way up here in the front. So that tells us that tax is only going to be 99 cents. So we add the tax to the new amount, which was $16.50 because we had the discount. So $16.50 plus the 99 cents. And that gives us our final amount of, looks like it's $17.49. $17.49 is the final amount that she paid for the sweater. Okay, let's see. Let's look at number 5, then I'm going to just complete this recording and start with a different one. Mrs. Goering has 3/4 pound bag of flour to use for 6 cakes. How much flour is used for each cake? So you're going to have the 3/4 divided by 6, okay? So you got to divide the 3/4 divided by 6. You mean you have to have 6 different cakes. So if you have 3 and 3/4, well, just say 3/4 times, you got to flip to divide 1/6. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 6 is 24. That gives us 3/24. Okay, can 3/24 be reduced? You betcha. You can divide both numbers by 3. And it gives you 1/8 for number 5. This concludes the first 5 questions of Review Sheet 1.